It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show. Coming to you each and every day with the world of HBCU sports and beyond. Today's episode being provided to you by attorney Lee Van Richardson, located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. That phone number is 979-826-8008. Don't forget our social media handles for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further ado, we'll jump right into this morning's episode. Panthers in Montgomery, Alabama on last night. Women falling short in overtime, 67-59. Panthers now fall to 11-5, 2 games remaining, 2 games behind Southern. And there's still a fighter's chance for the Panthers to win the women's regular season title. But it begins against Southern. Southern coming in at 13-3. Panthers will need to beat Southern and hope that the Tigers can help the Panthers out. Leading scorers for the Panthers, Artavia Ford with 16, Shayla Dobbins with 18. Rough night for the Panthers on the women's side of the court, but there's still a lot of basketball left. We projected this back at mid-season that it was going to come to the final day, and it's shaping up to be that very thing. So the Panthers still got some fight left in them. But meanwhile, it was all about the men's division of Panthers basketball on last night. Coach Byron Smith and the Panthers seal the Southwestern Athletic Conference regular season championship, going 15-1 with a very, very impressive win over Alabama State, 96-69. 4 players in double digits. Devontae Patterson, 16 points. Dennis Jones, 18 points. Gary Blackston, 19 points. And Darius Williams led all scorers with 20 points. An impressive victory for the Panthers on the road, but there are yet 2 games that remain within the regular season. And from then on, it's season number 3. We were fortunate enough to catch up with Coach Byron Smith on the line this morning. We'll now transition over to hear from Coach Byron Smith. We are fortunate to have with us bright and early on this lovely morning, regular season champion head coach Byron Smith. How you doing this morning, Coach?
I'm doing well. Yourself, Mike?
Oh, man, we're, as they say, excited about it. Congratulations on a journey that is still in mid-course, but a huge chunk of that is out of the way right now.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
With this being accomplished since the first time since 2003, we've heard the comparisons of the team of 1962. You and I spoke last week about this thing that was on the horizon. Now that it's actually here, give us a reflection on what this says for you, your staff, and your team.
Well, I mean, obviously for the team first and foremost, it's a great accomplishment for them. I think they had us picked and projected to be the 4th or 5th best team in the league this year coming into it. So, I think for these young men, a special group of young men that came in and worked extremely hard from day one and totally believed in, and I think believed in is greater than the buy-in because they believed in what we were telling and preaching as a staff. So we really appreciate them for being that way and accepting the challenges that we set forth. For my staff, second, I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to work with that have had my back, that work really hard each and every day. And their buy-in to what I was telling to them has been very special. And I'm blessed to have a great group of young men right there supporting me. And for me personally, Mike, I think I've told you as well as anyone else that's listening that this is my divine assignment. This is what God has asked me to do. And I'm going to do that each and every day to the best of my ability and try to honor Him with my hard work and perseverance and my commitment. So this is just a great time for us right now. And, we're just really elated to have accomplished a first goal, and we've got many more to go. But it's a good day for every nation, for sure.
We're talking right now with Coach Byron Smith, head basketball coach of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Panthers go on the road and say they get it done the hard way, beating Alabama State in Montgomery, Alabama. And it is always sweet to win in front of your crowd, but it's sweet to get that monkey off your back any way you can, huh, Coach?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, these games don't get any easier, and our league is really a strong league, and I'm not so sure. I'm not sure, Mike, that our league gets the respect that it deserves. Every night's a tough out. You don't have any nights off, and to be able to win anywhere at this time of year is really neat. But obviously, to be able to come into a place like this with Lewis Jackson, he's a Pied Piper, the pioneer of our league, longest tenured head coach. He's always got a good group, and they're always well prepared and well coached, and they play so hard. So to be able to come in last night on center stage and a nationally televised game and beat a team as accomplished and as tough as Alabama State says a lot.
Well, to recap the game, it was a little back and forth for a little while, and if you allow me to say, somewhat even sluggish with some of the perimeter shots being off. But that second half, man, you guys put it in high gear, never look back.
Well, we recruit, young men to be able to come in and do what they do best. And when you're playing hard defense like that, and it was a big game for Alabama State as well because they're playing for seeding, trying to get obviously a first round home game for the select tournament. So guys were just playing hard to find around and contested shots and painted penetration. But once we kind of settled in, and obviously our defense dictated our offense, but once we kind of got settled, it just seemed like that basket was really big, and it just kept going in. And I said, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's keep rolling, and we did.
Absolutely. Panthers roll on to victory. 2 games remaining against Alcorn and Southern University. Now, Coach, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, okay, win, lose, or draw, I think we should finish strong. And by that, some guys get cute and want to start experimenting, let other guys play who hadn't played much throughout the course of the year. We still got some work to do. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
For me personally, Mike, being cute is something that I'm not accustomed to being called because of, kind of my attitude all of my life. I've kind of been a little rough around the edges. So, cute, the last time I used that term is when I had my 2 children, 16 and 15 years ago. So I can't make a lot of promises, but I can almost assure you that there won't be anything cute about Thursday night playing against the Jaguars and on the finale on senior night against the Braves, Alcorn State Braves. We're going to keep our foot on the gas, and we're going to go out and attack these next 2 games as if we haven't won a game this year. And that's going to be the mentality now moving forward. As long as I'm in this chair at Prairie View, we're going to always take the next game as the most important game of our season, and we need to go out and we need to focus and execute, and that's what we'll do.
Now, a lot of people may not know this. I've had the luxuries of seeing it firsthand. You have a very beautiful and unique relationship with your mom. Did she call you on last night? Did she call you last night, man?
Yeah, she called me right when I was right in the middle of my interviews with the great Charles Porter, when I was talking to John Thompson III, the legendary former Georgetown coach who had the call for ESPN. So I could have been talking to Jesus. My mom would probably say, hey, tell Jesus to take a break. I need to talk to you. That's how she is with me. But she's a special lady. She has a big part in this journey. And she's definitely my mentor, my teacher. I love her to death. Thank God for her each and every day. But she's been so loyal and supportive. And if every young man, old man, had a mother like mine, I mean, that's a special thing, and they're definitely blessed, and I'm blessed to have that.
Yes, sir. Once again, we're talking with Byron Smith, head basketball coach of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Panthers taking care of business, 15-1, still 2 games that remain. Coach, the message I know stays the same. Finish what you start. Don't take any time off because you still have this target on your back. How big will it be now, knowing that you're going to have these next 3 games on your home court? And how important and vital will it be for PV Nation to come out in droves?
Well, we appreciate the support that we've gotten from all the Prairie View associates and alums and fans, students, and administration. But we would like for them to be involved consistently. My whole thing is if you're 15-1 or 1-15, we want to see your face. Tough times don't last always. Some people do. And you're only good as your last game. So there's a lot of things I can talk about, but it's important that people come out and support these young men. I've had my day, right? I played at the University of Houston, as you know, and the support, wasn't as good as it is now, obviously, when I was there, but it was still pretty good. It always kind of makes you feel good to have people come out and support you and to be loyal to you when you're up, when you're in the middle, and even when you're down. So hopefully they will come out these next 3 games and support the young men that deserve it, and they really appreciate it. And we appreciate it as a staff, the support that we've gotten, the congratulatory emails, text messages from Panthers from near and afar. Just got so many of them last night. And it's really, even before we got to this point, it was always, hey guys, saw the score, saw the live stream, saw this, saw whatever, and you guys are doing a great job and keep it up. So as a whole, we enjoy the attention that we get and the support that we get, and we just hope it continues for years to come. Mike, it's God's will. This is something that we want to become permanent. And what I mean by permanent, just moving forward and continuing to get better each and every day and each and every year. Not saying that we're going to be 15-1 or 17-1 or whatever it may be, because that's pretty tough. But we definitely move the needle. But if I have anything to say about it, we're kind of just getting started, and we want to keep this thing going for many years to come and make you guys proud of us as you possibly can be.
Now, Coach, I have this question. This is actually, we're going to say 4th year, but the 3.5 year at the seat.
Yes.
You've gotten this accomplished relatively quickly. Sometimes people will think that because you achieve success early, it's supposed to stay often. And we know that's the goal. But really, man, what you've accomplished is pretty extraordinary considering the circumstances that you inherited.
Yes. Well, Mike, I always point to the great Nick Saban, the head football coach at Alabama. I think when he came in Alabama, and in year 2 or 3, I think he won a national championship. He kind of raised the bar for coaches in every sport around the country. Years back is, hey, I need 5 years, I need 6 years, I got to recruit my own players, I'm building brick by brick, the culture, so forth and so on. And I think presidents, athletic directors say, hey, that sounds good. Really sounds good for the press conference. But here's what we expect you to do. You've got a few years to get this thing rolling. And, Mike, I've been behind the 8 ball all my life. I'm from the country backwoods of Louisiana, as you well know, and I'm light-skinned. So I feel like I've always been kind of a target. And I just don't feel the same comfort that my darker-skinned brethren feel. So I feel like I have to get things done a little bit quicker. So we kind of push the accelerator a little bit, and with God's grace and His mercy and His watchful eye, we've been able to get this goal accomplished.
I'm just going to say one name, man, in the era that you grew up in, L. DeBarge. You always had an advantage, so don't try to use the yellow brother syndrome.
Hey, Mike, I play that yellow card as long as I can take it till I make it. So pray for me.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, man, we are extremely proud of you, and as always, you've been available for us here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and we truly, truly thank you, man, and appreciate not only what you've done for the university, but what you've done for this community, what you've done for these young men whose lives will be impacted forever. And we can't say thank you enough for that. Customarily, I know it's been a long night. We're going to give you some closing thoughts and comments, my man.
And first of all, Mike, as I always say, I give honor and praises to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Through him, all things are possible. And this is a testament to his mercy and his grace to be able to give us the ingredients to be able to go out and accomplish something that's needed, I think, for men's basketball. And that it's been a revenue sport, so forth and so on. I'd like to thank all of the support, the administration, the athletic department, media, obviously yourself, always showing interest. I know you have a lot of things to do, and but you're always right there, and you care about Prairie View, and that means a lot to us too. So, we're thankful for the opportunity. We're humble, but we're still hungry, and we've got some more work to do. But hey, like I said, as long as we're here, and we're gonna always try to go out and represent this fine institution, one of the finest institutions in the country, in the highest form and fashion, and definitely humble and gracious, and very happy today. God is good, and won't He do it?
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And yes, he is. The Panthers, winners of season 2. And if you listen to this show long enough, we've always established that basketball has 3 seasons, non-conference regular season, and now they get ready for the 3rd season, the postseasons. Panthers 15-1, but yet 2 games remaining in the regular season. From there on, it is postseason play. The Panthers setting history on last night in Montgomery, Alabama. Will you come and be a part of the next move of the next history train to be rolling through Panther Nation? Panthers will be at home on Thursday and Saturday against Southern and Alcorn, and then the first round playoffs begin that next Tuesday. Come out, support Panther Nation. They deserve it, and we ought to be there for them. He is Coach Byron Smith, regular season champion, Prairie View A&M University Panthers. We're going to take us a pause for the calls, and we'll be right back with more of the Mike Prince Show. Reach more potential customers through our sports radio package by dialing 832-213-8824.
Hi, this is Greg Austin with the Prairie View Athletic Club. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Enjoy.
And welcome back to the Mike Prince Show, coming to you each and every day with the world of HBCU sports, in particular that of my beloved Prairie View A&M University Panthers. We want to thank Coach Byron Smith for making himself available on our last segment. And before we get out of here, we got a couple of announcements to spread with you in PV land and abroad about some upcoming events. Panther backers in their annual golf tournament scheduled for May 6th. Houston, Texas. It's a great opportunity for you to invest back in Prairie View athletics. The golf tournament will be held at Cypress Lake Golf Course, May 6, 2019. You have an opportunity to support as a platinum sponsor, a purple sponsor, a gold sponsor, golf tile sponsors, bronze sponsor, a hole sponsor, a Panther sponsor, and you can even register as a golf team. This will be on May 6, 2019 at the Cypress Lakes Golf Conference. For more information, you can get in contact with Albert, a.k.a. Dino Robertson. His phone number is 713-417-2090. May 6, mark your calendars, for the Panther backers annual golf tournament. And also coming from Prairie View A&M University Alumni Affairs, there will be an alumni reception at the National Museum of African American History and Culture on June 15th. So you make sure you want to get in contact with Mr. Billy Davis for the latest and the greatest information on that. You can be contacted through the campus directory. June 26th will be the Prairie View A&M Athletic Club's golf tournament. Be sure to stay tuned for more information on that. And in case you had not heard, the National Alumni Association in July will be in Spring, Texas. A lot going on. Keep your calendars marked. Keep your ears tuned right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Congratulations again to the Prairie View A&M University Panthers men's basketball program and Coach Byron Smith. Don't forget, the Panthers women's basketball team still in the heat of the battle. Both teams need our support. Let's get out there and make it happen. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in with us on today. For social media handles, for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or at the Mike Prince Show. The website is obnradio.com. Of course, our 24-hour message line, 713-570-6736. We've only just begun. We got one heck of a week in store for you. But as for now, I must exit stage left. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.